Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, today is Wednesday, January 28th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I did try to do a video for you guys this morning. Right now it's 9:51 a.m. and my phone decided to just fall when I was recording one of your guys' video, and it cut off the video. And I was gonna say to myself, oh, let me do a part 2. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna redo the video over again. So hopefully the same messages show up. If not, then clearly somebody didn't want you to get this message. But yeah, it was just random. Like, I had my phone on like the hoist, how I have it right now, so that you can, show you guys this way. And I was doing something and I just heard boom, and it just fell. And I'm like, oh, okay. And the phone just went black, and I'm like, oh, okay. Got it. So yeah, got it. Someone doesn't want you to get the messages, but guess what? You're gonna get the message. Okay, so all right, so let's jump into it, okay, guys? So today is Wednesday, January 28th. Let's see what messages you guys might need to know from your spirit team, the universe, whoever it is that you receive guidance from. Let's see, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What messages do you have for the collective at this time? What is it that they need to know at this time, please? What messages can you give the collective for January 28th? What do they need to know at this time? Let's try this again, y'all. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for January 28th? What is it that you can tell them? What clarity do they need to know at this time? And also, what is it that they need to know when it comes to their path? Thank you. All right, guys, we have 2 cards here. So the first card is be a light to others. Now, for some of you guys, there is this conversation about, when it comes to stability and, building a structure or a foundation. Now, stability is very questionable for everybody because, again, it depends on everyone's situation, okay? Not everybody is going through obviously the same things as us, but we also want to keep in mind that, stability could mean different things for everybody. So if you look at it in perspective, right, somebody who is homeless, okay, they would think that, having a roof over their head and warm food, even if it's like frozen food, okay, being able to have a roof over your head, being able to eat and, wake up another day in your own space is abundance or, stability, versus somebody who may look at it and think, I want more because of ambition, not greed. Okay, sometimes it is greed and sometimes it's just ambition. Okay, knowing that where you started and wanting more for yourself is okay as well. That's that hustle, okay? You just want to get out of where, you grew up maybe for some of you. For some of you guys, stability doesn't even have to be that. Stability could just be mentally. And a lot of people don't realize this, but you can't buy mental stability, okay? Like, having mental stability is probably the most richest forms of money that nothing can buy at this time, okay? Your authenticity can be bought. Your mental stability can be bought. Okay. Like, there's certain things that people wish that they had, and they may try to take that from you, unfortunately. But this is why I always talk about you guys having discernment. Okay. So being a light to others when it comes to stability, okay, maybe because you are strong-willed or strong-minded, could be very significant. Now, this is about you guys building, organizing, protecting, and being a guardian to a situation, okay? So the number 4 is very significant for some of you guys, okay? Now, there is something about love energy. So Spirit is saying, don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Okay, so the number 9 talks about, completion. For some of you guys, when it comes to service and compassion, some of you guys are humanitarians. You guys are light workers. You guys are healers. Okay, you guys are here to transform. Okay. So we have let it go, okay, so that it can flow. So there is something about you letting go of a situation. Now it says this situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. Now for some of you guys, the number 18 talks about, karmic balances. This could be about material and spiritual alignment. Some of you guys are learning about material and spiritual alignment and being in both frequencies. So whatever is happening in the 5D, if you're orchestrating something, in that energy, it's almost like it's slowly starting to show up in the 3D as well. Okay. So there is something about spirit matter alignment. For some of you guys, this could look like releasing karma. Even when it comes to like fairness and justice, okay, that could be very significant as well. Now, for some of you guys, light and shadow integration could be very significant. Understanding to balance your light and your shadow. And you being able to balance those two things allows you to, show up in a different frequency or level. It's almost like when you're playing a video game, and video games could be very significant for somebody, but there's something about playing video games and, when you get to that boss, right? Or as you're getting closer to the boss, it starts getting harder and harder. That is life. When the universe, even just the universe, when entities know, especially entities who know that you're here to complete a mission, when they see that you're on the right path and they see that you're actually doing what you need to do, they will try to throw rocks and stones at you, whether this is seen or unseen forces, okay, to stop you from you moving forward, okay? And that is why when it comes to your energy, you guys are learning to balance both of those energies so that you can move forward, okay? This is connecting you guys when it comes to your solar plexus and root chakra. So some of you guys are opening up your spiritual gifts. Okay, hummingbirds could be very significant for some of you guys, but the number 21 for some of you, this is about angel number 3. This is about creativity, expressing yourself when it comes to your joy. So self-expression through like art or, through your voice is very significant, right? For some of you guys too, when it comes to like birth of a vision and collaborating with other people could be very significant as well. So for some of you guys are creators, you guys are communicators, artists, inspirers for whoever, is looking to post or switch up their energy when it comes to what it is that they would like to work on, okay? Spirit is saying not to have any fear, the number 14, okay? Have no fear, okay? Some of you guys may feel like there's a foundation shift or there could be freedom for a change. For some of you, there's freedom within your structures, okay? For once in your life, you feel like you have the freedom or you can feel the shifts that are coming up in your energy. Now, for some of you guys, like I said, you guys are redefining stability for yourself and what stability means for you, okay? Now, for some of you guys, this could be truthful foundation. So if you are building a foundation, it is a truthful foundation. Because you are building a truthful foundation, it will always flourish. No matter where you go, whether this is a 9-to-5, creating your own job, if people want to discredit you for what it is that you do, let them. Okay, like I said, everything is about perspection. So what you view as stability, someone may not agree with you, and that's okay. Okay, but those same people who are watching you and what you think about your stability or what stability means for you, those are the same people projecting as well. And I say this because when you're minding your business, and I'm saying this from like, I'm gonna keep it real, okay? I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. When you are minding your business, okay, and you're not bothering anybody and you're working on yourself, you will see a lot of people will project their insecurities onto you, especially when you're doing something that makes you happy. Okay, guys? So just ignore them. Just ignore those people, okay? The number 14, it talks about foundation shifts, but there's also a change as well. Yeah, you guys will manifest what you need or what you desire. Okay, so whatever it is that you guys are working towards, packages could be very significant, or there's something about deliveries or movements. Okay, making movement could be also significant, but trust that your plans will, come into fruition, and trust that you guys are on the right path when it comes to, manifesting what you desire or manifesting what you want. Okay, and Also learning to tap into those manifestations based on your elements. Okay, so I'm just gonna be real. If you have no fire placements in your chart, like, I mean, none, the full moon in Leo will be the perfect time to, manifest whatever it is that you need to manifest, or the season that we're in. So if you have like no Aquarius placements, right now would be the best time to, manifest whatever it is that you need to manifest while we're in Aquarius season. I'm just saying, okay, you don't have to listen to me, but I'm just saying, right? Deeper insights are at hand, okay? So there's something about the plan that you may have, but there's something about the details that might need work before moving forward. So there's something about you reflecting on something before you move forward. But this is about you guys stepping into your power, okay, guys? Like, literally, this is about you guys stepping into your power and owning that power, right? So let's see what else shows up. So Spirit, what else do you have for the collective when it comes to January 28th? What else do they need to know at this time? Thank you. All right, Spirit, thank you very much. Okay, so for some of you guys, this looks like, the song, I think it's by Rocky, was like that's what it reminds me of. You know, when he's going up the stairs, or that episode from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm not sure if someone just recently watched that, because that's so random, because I haven't watched Fresh Prince in a very long time. But there is something about that episode when Will had to get in shape or something for like a boxing tournament or something. And you see him like whisking the egg and drinking it with the orange juice, and he almost like threw up. That kind of energy. And he's like running up the stairs and he's like, yeah, but he's out of breath. That's what the collective feels like. And it's not funny, but it is funny, especially if you can like laugh at yourself. I mean, I can laugh at myself. So if you can laugh at yourself, I think it's funny. Okay, there's something about the collective going through like these roadblocks or challenges, like going up each ladder or each step. And then it's almost like getting to the top and you're like, woo, Jesus. You're like, boy, was that a battle? That's what it feels like when you finally get to the end, or when you accomplish, what it is that you want. It almost feels like you guys are in that energy where you're like, woo, child. Like, it could have been worse, but thank God it's not, like. So take what resonates with that. But you guys probably have done a lot of work, or a lot of, inner work when it comes to this energy, but you guys are receiving a reward, okay? It's a very well-deserved reward, okay? And it may show up in very different ways. It may not just be about money. This reward could be about, Spirit bringing in people for you, or, Spirit bringing in people that will align with you, or people that will understand you, or who are empathic as well, or just understand you because, emotionally, unfortunately, not everybody is emotionally intelligent, okay? And it doesn't even mean like you have to be the smartest person in the room. Emotional intelligence doesn't mean book smart, okay? It just means that you guys can pick up on things and you're sensitive to certain things that other people would never see or pick up on. That's a gift. That's a beautiful gift. I know, because I'm like that. I could just walk up to someone and be like, hey, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm okay. And I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, well, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, well, and that's the thing. It's a beautiful gift. People need that, okay? So yeah, solar plexus energy, this I can energy, okay? The color yellow, Leo energy that's coming up, okay? So when it comes to like your creativity, okay, expressing yourself, that is very significant. Even when it comes to being playful, okay, being in this playful energy, communicating, storytelling, sharing your experiences is also significant for some of you, okay? So please take what resonates with that. and blossom. Okay, whatever it is that you guys are working on or working towards, it's growing at this time. Okay, you guys are growing something really big at this time. Planting seeds could be very significant, especially with us still being in the winter solstice. There is also something about spring. Okay, so again, when it comes to renewals and growth, and I just looked down and I see this, yeah. And the reason why I said this was because I saw the leaves in this photo, and then this, again, the leaves are in this photo too. So yeah, when it comes to like renewal and growth, okay, there is something about you guys having success with whatever it is that you guys are building, whether this is like a career or anything that your heart desires, or you get to tap into and it fulfills you, like a karmic fulfillment is very significant. For some of you guys are stepping into your power. That is what the number 8 talks about. It talks about you guys stepping into your power, okay? Mastering your power and stepping into abundances, okay? For some of you guys, royal gold, again, the color gold, anything to do with yellow, gold, orange, is giving this Leo leadership, playful energy. Okay, so for some of you guys, when it comes to leadership and success and also mastery of different realms, again, you guys are showing up as very disciplined, and there is something about having strength and ambition at this time. Okay, so confronting your fears, okay, your inner demons, okay, and moving forward, okay. This is giving the wine and gibbous moon as well. Some of you guys are moving forward when it comes to your fears, okay, and clarity of belief, new beginnings, transformations, finally seeing who you are, observing the energy, and then moving with love and grace, okay, flow, yeah. Throat chakra energy, speaking up, speaking about how you feel, standing up for yourself, talking about things that matter to people when it comes to matters of the heart, okay? And also finding balance, yeah, within this. So there is something about that energy that you guys could be, seeing. I'm just going to get a few initials and see what shows up. So we have initials B, okay? We have initials D. We have initials P. We also have initials S. And then we also have initials N, okay? And let's see here. At least you guys see that I'm shaking it up. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, rocking chairs are very significant when it comes to creating new life, okay, birthing new ideas. Intuition is very significant, so there's something about you listening to your intuition when it comes to, having guidance, right? Dragonflies are very significant as well, okay, especially that being the color yellow. Okay, so this is about you stepping into like leadership or just moving forward, okay? Swans are very significant, especially black swans, okay? Swans mate for life, okay? So there is something about a love connection or situation when it comes to a relationship that you may have that needs to be healed, that you may cherish, okay? But there is something about forgiveness as well when it comes to that energy. But black swans could be very significant, especially the color black talks about protection. So even when it comes to like you can blossom, you guys are being protected at this time, being able to blossom and put yourself out there. Cactuses are very significant as well when it comes to being prickly. So there is something about your energy. Maybe you're very prickly, okay, or maybe you may show up very prickly, but once someone gets to know you on a very deeper spiritual level, then they start to realize like, oh wow, you're not as bad as I thought, or you're not as bad as what other people made you, seem to be. And that is why it's good to get to know people for you, okay? Because again, a lot of people may say things about other people, but sometimes it's not correct information, especially if it's like gossip or false information or whatever the case is. There is something about that energy where, people may think your energy is very prickly, or you may show up a certain way to other people when it comes to your energy as well, right? And once they get to know you, it's like a cake, you have layers to you. And that's the whole point of protecting yourself. Not every and anybody should be able to get access to you, okay? Being very selective about, who you speak to and who you, allow your energy around is very significant, okay, guys? But I am going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you. Angel number 1010 could also be very significant as well for those who resonate with that. But yeah, thank you for watching to the end of my video. And again, I get that we're all busy. We all have lives, things are happening around the world, and, we all have things going on. So, for you guys to take time out of your busy schedule to watch my page or just coming on my page and supporting my page, I appreciate that, and, I appreciate the love that you guys give and you guys share. And I do appreciate when you guys communicate in the comments about your goals and your dreams and your inspirations and what you inspire to do. I love that because it just goes to show that you guys are trying, you guys are pushing, you guys are moving forward, and that is better than just being stagnant. Okay, so be proud of yourself, guys. Be proud of your growth. Be proud of where you guys are coming from. And, even if it's a small milestone, be proud of that. Okay, even if it's you getting 85% on a test, okay, and you're not used to getting that, be proud of that. Okay, shoot, if you have an exam and you have nobody that to celebrate you, shoot, put it in the comments. Be like, hey, I got a 90% on my test. And it's like, woo, that's the whole point of this channel. We're supposed to help and celebrate one another when it comes to success and our goals and our dreams. We don't want any negative Nancy's or anybody who doesn't see what we're trying to grow and build at this time. We need more people who are very positive and, can see the beauty in life, even when life is terrible. Okay. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys and I appreciate it. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok, and you guys can go on my website. You guys can check out both my blog posts that I did yesterday when it comes to orange crystals, and especially with the full moon coming up February 1st to 3rd in Leo and Virgo. You guys can check that out. It's www.mysteriouslyunique.ca, and you guys can also book a reading there as well. All right, guys, love you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful, wicked Wednesday. All right, bye, guys.